Hello. Okay. Yes, and I hope you can hear me now.
Yes.
Yep. Hello. Can anyone respond? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yes, we can. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So as I said, we are going to discuss about the probability. So can anyone tell me what is mean? Can anyone tell me what is mean? Anyone? What do you mean by mean, guys? Joseph?
Average.
Average, okay. So mean is nothing but a average. So how to find the mean? So average of the total value. So that's what we need to do. So how to calculate a mean, for example? So we just need to add all the numbers, whatever the numbers we have given, and then we just need to divide it by the total numbers, how many we have. Okay, let's try one question. Okay. Okay, Anna answered the complete definition, it seems. That's nice enough. Yep. So, so this is the first question. Just have a look at this. Find the mean of the given numbers. So we have four numbers. It's a very straightforward. Just go ahead and add all the numbers. So can anyone tell me what is the sum of all these numbers? Okay, so Anna already answered. Okay. So what is the sum? The
48.
sum would be 48. Very good, Joseph. Yep. And total numbers are four. So the mean would be 12. I hope everyone understand. What about Arfan, Joseph? I think Joseph answered already. Okay. Okay, Anna, no problem. Okay, let's try one more question quickly. Let me edit the numbers, guys. Yeah. So can anyone tell me what is the mean of these numbers? So we just need to add. Can you please tell me, anyone, what is sum? Okay. Joseph is fast. Very nice. Okay, which would be 41 divided by 4, isn't it? So the 41 divided by 4, we can write it as a 10.25. So please respond, others, guys. Arfan, do you understand? Okay. If yes, let's move to the next topic. Here it is. What is median, guys? Can anyone tell me what is median? Median is a middle number. So we just need to find the middle number of the given set. So how to find the median? We just need to write the given numbers in an ascending order or a descending order, and then we just need to pick what is the middle number. Let's try a couple of questions, guys. So let's take the same question. So what is median? So please go ahead and find the median of these numbers. So we are going to write it down like 8, 9, 13, and 18. See, if we have odd numbers, we're going to pick the middle number. Since we have 4 numbers here, the 2 are a middle. So we're going to find the mean of these 2. We're going to find the mean of these 2. So which is 11. That's very nice, guys. So let's try one more question quickly. Okay, so I have written some values here. Can you please tell me what is a median of these numbers? So first what you will do, you're going to write down the numbers in an ascending order. So 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. So you're going to check how many we have. So we have total of 6. So obviously we're going to get the 2 numbers as a middle. So out of that, we're going to find the mean, which is 6. So I hope Arfan understand how to find the median. We have 2 middle numbers. We're going to add the numbers, which is 12 divided by 2. So that's why the middle number, which is the median, is 6. Anybody has any questions, guys? Okay. Let's move to the mode then. What is mode? It's a very straightforward, the most repeating one in the list. Yeah, the most repeating one in the list. What about the range? The range is the difference between the maximum and the minimum number in the list, right? The range is a difference between the maximum and minimum number in the list. So let's quickly try one question and then we'll move to the probability. One moment. Where is the whiteboard? Yeah, here it is. So please go ahead and find the mode of this number, I mean this list, and please do tell me what is range. What is mode, anyone? Which one is the most repeating numbers? So 5 and 7, both are right. And the range is?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the biggest number is 9 and the smallest would be? Smallest would be 3.
Smallest is 3.
Very nice, yeah. So that's it.
6.
Yes, just. Okay, so that's it for basics of statistics. So the mean, median, mode, and range. But I have a question for you before we go to the probability. Just have a look at this question. Yeah, just please read this question and tell me if you have any idea. The mean of 15 numbers is 12. You know what is mean? If extra number is included, the mean increases to 13. Please find that extra number. I hope you guys understand. The mean of 15 numbers is 12. Okay, I hope you know what is mean, which is an average as well. So the mean of 15 numbers is 12. So if we add one more number, it becomes a 16 numbers. So the mean of 16 numbers is 13. So what is that extra number which we are going to add? It's a very straightforward question, maybe looks a little tricky, but let me explain. If you know the total numbers and the mean, you can, if you know the total numbers and the mean, you can find the total. So what is total? 15 times 12 is the total, right? Total sum, I'm talking about the numerator. So sum would be 180, which is 12 times of 15. So if 16 numbers, the mean would be 13. So 16 is the numbers, total numbers. The mean is 13. So what would be the total of 16 numbers? We'll get 208, isn't it? If that's the case, what is that unknown number, the extra number which we added? Just subtract it. Okay. So please subtract it and check what is the answer. So that extra number we are adding is 28. Anybody has any questions, guys? Joseph, Arfan, understand this?
Understand.
I hope so. Let's try one more question, similar question. Just have a look at this. Yeah. So please read the question again. Joseph, do you want me to explain the previous question or shall I explain the new question? Both are similar. Okay. What is mean? Mean is the sum of total numbers, sum of all the numbers divided by how many are there, how many total numbers we have, isn't it? This is the basic formula for a sum. Everyone knows that. What is the given question? The question given, a mean of 12 numbers. So the mean of 12 numbers. So the denominator is 12, isn't it? The total is 12 numbers. The mean is given. The mean is 16. Okay. The sum of, or rather mean of 12 numbers is 16. So the mean of 12 numbers is 16, which means what is the sum of those numbers, those 12 numbers? Joseph, you got the idea what I'm asking? So total numbers are given, the mean is given. So we just need to find the total. So how do you find the total? Mean times the total numbers becomes the sum. So what is 12 times 16? Please go ahead and check what might be the value of value for 12 and 16.
192.
Thank you. Okay, so what is the next value guys given? Just check. One extra number is added. So 12 becomes a 13, isn't it? If we add one extra number, 12 numbers becomes the 13, which means the total numbers would be 13. In that case, the mean is directly increases to 18. And what might be the total of this? What might be the sum of these 13 numbers? Anybody? What is the sum of these 30 numbers? Who will answer that? What is 13 times 18?
234.
234? Yep, that's very good. So finally, you just need to find that unknown number, the number which we added, the extra number. So what you will do? You just do the multiplication. 234, 192 take away from 234.
42.
Thank you. Yeah. So that unknown number, the extra number which we are adding is 42. I hope everyone understand now. Arfan, Anna, Joseph. Okay. So that's it of the mean, median, mode, range, and everything. Maybe if you have a time in back end of the class, we'll try a couple of questions as well. Okay. Okay. So let's go to the probability, guys. What is probability? Anybody? What is probability? So the probability is how likely something will happen, right? How likely. Okay, so I got the new definition. That's good. The probability is the chance of something happening. Yep. So how likely it happens, right? That's the basic thing. So can anyone tell me what are the basic ways of the probability? So how it happens? So it will start with 0, everyone knows that, and it goes till 1. So in between, what are the things we have? We have 1 by 2 in between. That's an even chance. Very nice, Joseph. Very nice, guys. So what is 0? 0 is impossible. Okay. So 0 is impossible. So in between 0 to 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is even chance. Very nice. Even chance. So in between 0 to 1 by 2, it looks like an unlikely. Okay. Yeah. And then likely. And 100% is nothing but the certain. Yes, Joseph. Very nice. Yes, Anna. Yeah. So impossible, unlikely, even chance, likely, uncertain. So can anyone tell me again, how can we describe the probability? What are the ways we can describe? We can describe the probabilities in using these words like impossible, likely, even chance, and all. We can also represent the probability using fractions. Yes, the fractions. And what else? Decimals, very good. And percentages, perfect. Perfect. So I hope Joseph and Arfan also understand this. So how do we represent the probabilities? We can use the sentences, the words which we use, like likely, yeah, the likely, unlikely, certain, impossible, even chance, like that. Using words we can represent. Maybe graph, yes, we can do that. Fractions, we can we can represent the, what is that, probability in fractions, then the percentages, or else using the decimal numbers. Yeah, we can do the pie charts and everything. Obviously that's a part of fractions, isn't it? So we can do that. Yes. So I hope everyone knows that. So the basics of 1 by 2 is same as even chance. What else 1 by 2 is called as? Okay, so 1 by 2 is called as off. Okay, that's nice. So what about others? 50%. Joseph, following me? 0.5. Likita, able to follow me? Yep. So 1 by 2 is nothing but an even chance, the same as 1 by 2 or an off, or a fraction, which is 1 by 2, or a percentage is 50%, or 0.5, 0.5. Okay, one more question, guys. Can you please tell me what is the meaning of 3 over 4? Please tell me the different ways of representing the probability. So how can we represent 3 by 4 as? Okay, Joseph, waiting for your answers. Arfan? So 0.75, 3/4, likely, very good. Very nice. What about then the 75%? So that's it. So why I'm explaining all these things? Because we can represent the, yeah, we can represent the probability using these different ways. So in exams, you can write it as a I mean, you can write the answer in fraction or a percentage or a decimals. So please don't go for a words. I will suggest you not to go for a words, but I hope you understand. Try it. I mean, please keep that with you, but don't go for a words in an exams. Please go ahead and write the answers in percentages or a fractions or even in the decimals. So fine. So not the recurring decimals, guys. Okay. For example, 1 by 3, please go, don't write it as a like 0.333. So just stick with 1 by 3. Okay. So that's it of the basics of probability. So now let's go to the questions. Just a second. Okay, so let's start with the basic, very basic level questions, and then we'll try some word problems and all. Okay. Okay, let's start with maybe coins or a die. Okay. Read the question. Please read the question. So a die is thrown once. What is the probability that the score is a factor of 6? Score is a factor of 6. How many total chances are there? Anyone? How many total possibilities we have? Total possibles. A die has 6 sides, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the total possibilities would be 6. What are the factors of 6? Can anyone tell me what are the factors of 6? Yes, Joseph. Yes, Sana, your answers are correct. But what is the question? What are the factors of 6? 1, 2, 3, and 6. So which means we have 4 factors. But how come 4 by 3? I mean, how come 1 by 2 then, guys? What is the score is a factor of 6. What are the factors of 6? The factors are 1, 2, 3, and 6, isn't it? So in that case, okay, Joseph, what about you? You got the point?
Yes.
So 4 over the total chances. So make sure that we always writing the fraction in a simplest form. So what is the answer? 2/3. So in a words, we can say that 2/3 is what? Is more than 0.5. So we can say it's likely. So these things will likely to happen. Likita, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's go to the next question. Just give me a second, guys. One moment, please. Okay. Just have a look at this question. Yeah. Please have a look at this question. So a bag contains 3 red balls and 4 black balls. Okay. A ball is drawn at a randomly from the bag, isn't it? Okay. So what is the probability that the ball is drawn? Only one ball here. Okay. A ball is drawn is black and not black. So who will answer this? Okay. I got the answer from Joseph and Anna. That's nice. Okay. So what is the total? The total is 7. So the probability of drawing a red ball is 3 by 7, or else not block is a 3 by 7, and the block would be 4 by 7. That's very nice. Okay. Okay, that's very nice. No? So I see that you're answering in boards as well. That's very nice. So what about Arfan and Likita? Understand this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, Arfan. Just a second. Let me go to the next question. Let me pick the correct question, guys. Okay, so this question is easier. Just have a look at this question. Okay, Yes, Joseph, not black is 3 by 7. So please have a look at this question, guys. What is the questions? A die is rolled. You know that a die has 6 outputs. So find the probability, the even chance, even number. So what are the even numbers? So a die has 6 sides, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So even numbers are 2, 4, and 6, which means we have 3 even numbers. The total are 6. So make sure that you're writing the answer in simplest form, which is 1 by 2, or an even chance. You can represent this in a percentage, like what is the probability of getting even numbers, which is 50%. Okay, we can answer in any of these forms, like fraction or a percentage, or even in the decimal 0.1. Yes, Anna. I think I'm giving a very easy questions. Just give me a second. Let me pick some questions. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the coin now. So before we go to the coin questions, I just want to check with you guys. So can anyone tell me how do you find the outputs? Okay, so my question is not if I think you didn't understand, let me put it in another way. Okay, if we have 2 inputs, how many outputs we might have? Okay, so for example, one coin. Okay, if we have one coin, if you're going to toss up one coin, how many outputs we have? Anyone?
2.
Joe? 2. So what are the 2? Can you please tell me? Head and tail. So one input, which is one coin, has 2 outputs. If you have 2 coins, what will happen? Anybody? How many outputs we'll get if you have 2 coins? Which means if you are tossing 2 coins at a time, we'll get 4 outputs. That's fine. So 4 outputs, very nice, Anna. Yeah. So I will explain how we got that. And what about 3 coins? Anybody? If you have 3 coins, how many outputs we might get?
6.
No, no, nope, no. So you know why? I will write it here. Head, 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 and tail, and H. What is that? H T H H. One moment. H T T T T H T H T. What else? T H H, I think, and finally T T T. You can see that we have 6. I mean, we have 8 outputs. Joseph, again you said 0. I mean, you mean to say 8? Okay. So can anyone tell me how many outputs we'll get if you are tossing 4 coins at a time? Anyone waiting for the answer? I know it's little tricky, but we have a method to follow. I will tell you after this. Anna, Arfan, how many outputs we get if we toss 4 coins at a time? Okay. Anna, what about you?
16.
Oh, that's nice, Likita. 16 is the correct answer. Just a moment. Just a second, guys. Okay. Binary sequence is kind of the same, yes, the similar one. So we can use the binary. I mean, finding the outputs like yes, 2, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, and goes on. So what is the formula for that? You said correctly. So how can we find that? See, just think in this way: 2 power n. What is n here? N is the number of inputs. Okay. If we have one input, so 2 power 1. If you have a 2 inputs, 2 power 2. So just use the formula called 2 power n. So it can be used for yes, the sequences, or else I mean in the probability to find the outputs. Okay. So 2 power 3, which is 8, 2 power 4, 2 power 4 is 16. So similarly, if you have a 5 inputs, obviously we're going to have 32. Okay. Anybody has any questions, guys, in this? Okay. So that's it.
No, sir.
That's nice, guys. Just a moment. I don't know what happened. I was not able to open the link. Okay. Just give me a second. It's happening. Okay. Okay, there is a nice question here. Just try to answer it. If you're able to, it's fine. If not, I will explain. What is the meaning of this? Which of these numbers can't be a probability? Can't be a probability. I hope everyone knows that the probabilities always comes in between 0 to 1, so which is 0% to 100%.
So
So
A.
it can't be a negative value. Yeah, it can't be a negative value. What about, do we have any other values here? Just have a look at the third one, C option. So that is more than 1, right? So more than 1, we never get that, isn't it? So the probability is always in between 0 to 1, which is nothing but 0% to 100%. You can just look at the third question. I mean, third option, C option, option C. We have more than 1. So even though it has very small margin, like 0.001, but it doesn't matter. We never get the probability more than 1. Okay. I hope you got the answer. Anybody has any questions in that? Anybody? Okay. Let's go to the next one then. Just have a look at this question, guys. 2 dice are rolled. Find the probability that the sum is equal to 1, equal to 4, and less than, okay? So 2 dice are rolled. 1 die has 6 inputs. So how many I mean 6 outputs, I mean, okay? So how many outputs we will get if you have a 2 dice? If we roll 2 dice, how many outputs we'll get? 12? No. I think I could have taken this. Okay. 0% is impossible. So, but, okay. You're answering this one, Anna. Can't be a probability. So impossible is a probability, obviously, right? We need to include that. You're talking about 0, a percentage. I didn't understand what you're saying, Anna. So can anyone tell me how many equations we'll get? How many outputs we'll get in this? If we throw 2 dice at a time. Waiting for the answer. Anybody? So what do you mean by this? Why I'm writing all these things? If we throw a dice once, we're going to have 6 output, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we are throwing 2 dice at a time, so first time it can fall like 1, 1. It can come up with the output as 1, 2 or 1, 3 or 1, 4. What do you mean by 1, 3, 1, 4? The first die has 1, the second die is also 1. The first die is 1, second die come up with 2, like this. So which means it will go till what? 3, 1, 3, 2, up to 6, 6. So can you please tell me now how many outputs we have if we throw a dice, if we throw 2 dice at a time? Still didn't get it? Anybody? Joseph, Anna, can you please respond? Okay, you're answering this question. Okay, Anna. Okay.
36.
Okay. Sorry, Anna. I thought of you answering the previous question. Okay. So I'm asking how many outputs. Likita said 36. That's very nice. Okay. So because even the previous question has the option called ABCD, right? That's why. Okay. So let me write down the other 4 as well. Because we are going to get more questions on this. Okay. So what is the probability of getting the sum? What do you mean by sum? You know that? We just need to add the sum equals to 0. I mean, sum equals to 1. Out of these 36 possibilities, we're never going to get sum as a 1, right? 1 plus 1 itself at 2. So obviously that is impossible. So the answer for the option A, I mean the first question, is 0. That's what Anna said. 0%, 0, which is nothing but impossible. That's nice. So who will answer the second question, guys? What is the probability that the sum is equals to 4? The sum is equals to 4. So you're going to add the numbers where the sum is 4. Let me circle it. So 1 plus 3 here in the first line, 2 plus 2, 3 plus 1. Do we have any other numbers? The sum is equals to 4. Do we have any other numbers, guys? Joseph said 1 over 12. So option B would be 3 over 36 total. So very good, Joseph. So that's 1 over 12. Very nice. Okay. So Anna already answered that. Very nice. So what about option C? I mean, not option C, it's a question C. What is the sum? What is the probability that the sum is less than 13? So less than 13 means if we look at the last 36th possibility, which is 6 comma 6 would be 12, right? 6 plus 6 is 12. So obviously we are going to get all the outputs.
All the possibilities.
Yeah, all the possibilities. Thank you. Yeah. So which is 36 over 36, which is nothing but an 100%, or else you can write it as a 1. I mean, you can write 100% everything. Yeah, you can say certain, but I won't suggest you to write certain in the exams. Okay. Okay. So we have more questions on this. So can anyone tell me what is the probability of getting at least, I mean, the sum is at least 9. So please go back and check that. Find the probability that the sum is at least 9. What do you mean by at least? First thing. the minimum of 9, right? So how many we have? Please check. At least 9. So in the first line, we don't have any. In the second line, at least 9. Just check. We don't have any. Because 6 plus 2 is 8. We need at least 9. In the third sentence, it starts 3, 6. Okay. 8, 9. Okay, let me write down the values here. Just let me circle the values, just a second. So these are the values, or at least, I mean, the sum is at least 9, right? So how many we have? Just check it. 3, 3, and 9. So 9 over, yes, enough. 9 over 36. Joseph said 4 over 36. What is the answer? 1 over 4. 2 over 13. Okay. Okay, we have one more guys here. I think, sorry. Yeah. I think I missed one, right? Okay. Yeah, here it is. Okay. 10 over 36. So 10 over 36 in a sense, 5 over 18. Joseph, do you understand Likita? Arfan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what about Arfan and Likita? You want me to explain again?
No, sir, understood.
Okay, that's nice. Let's go to the next one, guys. So you will get, I mean, you can expect these type of questions in 2 dice. Okay, if 2 dice are thrown, so these are the questions we can expect. At least, and one more is at most. We'll try one question in that. Okay, so please try. What is the probability where the sum is at least 7? Oh, 7 is a very big number. Let's take 5. So please go ahead and find the sum is at least 5. At least 5. So at least 5 in a sense what? Less than or equals to, right? Thank you, Anna. So at most, guys, thank you. At most 5. Yeah. At most 5. Please check it.
Five by 36.
So I have drawn a line there. Just have a look at that. I think I have drawn correctly though. Yeah. So how many we have? 4. 5 by 36 you said? Okay. Please check it. Please check, Anna. Joseph? Arfan? So how many we have, guys? At most 5. We have 10, right? So 10 over 36. Yeah. 10 over 36. Make sure that you're going to simplify. So which is 5 over 18 is the answer. Nikita said the same. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next question, guys. Yeah, here is the question. So please read the question again. A die is rolled, a coin is tossed at a time, in a single time, okay, at once. What is the probability that the die shows the odd number and the coin shows the hit? 1 by 4, Anna said, okay. So let's write down the possibilities. What are the possibilities we have? A die has 6, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A coin tossed, in a sense, we are going to get either head or a tail. Okay. Find the probability that the die shows the odd number and the coin has a head. So please go ahead and write it like what? Like 1H, 2H, 3H, and also those are the possibilities. So how many possibilities we have? Okay, Likita said 1 by 2. Let me have a look at that. Okay. No, I don't think so. I don't think 1 by 2 is the answer. What about Joseph? So please write down the possibilities. So I'm just going to do that. One tail. Yeah, so we can solve this without writing all these possibilities directly though, but I'm just writing it down. Okay. So the total are 12 possibilities. Yes, Senna. The total are 12 possibilities. What is the question? The die shows the odd number and a tile. So 1, 2, and 3. So we have just 3 the possibilities, right? Just have a look at that. 1T, 3T, and 5T. So the probability that the die shows odd number and the coin shows the head. The tile. Head or tile? Oh, I'm writing tile. Sorry. Here it is. So again, 3 by 12, which is 3 ones or 3 fours. 1 by 4 is the answer. Yes, Sana, you're right. Likita, you understand? Joseph, Arfan?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just a moment. Let me pick one more question here. Okay, let's take this question. Just have a look at this question. Looks little different than what we did so far. Just have a look at this. If the probability of Serena Williams in a tennis match is 0.86, what is the probability that she loses the match? I hope you understand this question. Read it again. You can't see the question, Anna? What about others? Okay. Can you see the board now? What about now, guys? Yeah, please read the question. If the probability of Serena Williams' particular tennis match is 0.86, okay? So what is the probability of losing a match? See, obviously this means, what is this? 0.86 in a sense, the chances of winning is indeed. So what is the answer? 0.14, that's it. So the total is 1, you guys all know that. So just subtract it, we will get 0.14, that's it. So the probability that she might lose, the chances of winning and losing is that 14%, you can call it as. Anybody has any questions in it? Okay. Just a minute. What about this question? Find the probability of getting 53 Sundays in a leap year. What is the probability that the 53 Sundays in a leap year? This looks interesting question, I hope. So we already, I mean, we just have a 52 weeks in a year. I hope everyone knows that. But they're particularly, they're talking about certain, you said, no? I don't think. No, certain is 100%. Okay, we have only 52 weeks in a year. But if it is a leap year, we might get one extra day, isn't it? So one extra day, in a sense, that day can be Sunday, isn't it? So what might be the answer? 2/7, that's nice. 2/7 is a correct answer. But can you please explain, if you don't mind, how you got that? So generally, we left with the 2 days. The total days in a week are 7. So, I mean, total days are 7, right? So obviously, that's why the 2/7. Guys, understand this? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's move to the next one then. One moment. Okay. Here is the question. Can you please read the question, anyone? Please read the question, guys.
A bag contains 2 red, 3 green, and 2 blue balls. 2 balls are drawn at random. What is the probability that none of the balls drawn is blue?
Yep. So how many we have? Like total balls. Please check it. How many we have? So which is 5 and 7. So the total are 7. Okay. The 2 balls drawn randomly. So what is the probability that the none of the balls drawn is blue? Okay. We just need to use a combination here. 5/7, no. So this one is a combination questions. By mistake, I have taken this, I think. I hope you guys learn the combination. The total number of balls is 7 here. Okay. So we just need to pick 2 out of that, right? So 7C2. So we just need to find 7C2. So if we found 7C2, and then the remaining would be 5C2. Okay, we just need to divide. Okay, maybe we'll discuss these combinations and permutations in the other class. Okay, so let's concentrate on the probability questions. Okay. Yeah, here is the question. So let's see how do you answer this question? You no need to try and write down all the, all the possibilities, but just think and solve. A single coin is tossed 5 times. What is the probability of getting at least one hit? Again, you can't see the question. Okay. We'll come back to this. I think you can see the question now. Okay. Yep. Please have a look at the question. Okay. I got an answer. 1/32, Likita. Okay. Let's check that. What about others? A single coin is tossed 5 times. What is the probability of getting at least one head? So 5 times, in a sense, we'll get how many outputs? You guys know that, right? 2 power 5. What might be that? So, but it's not good to write all the outputs and check. But just think at that other way. Just read the question and think. What is the probability of getting at least one head? We are going to get head in all the cases, at least one head in all the cases, all the 32 cases, except T, right? In this, except one, we're going to get all the, in all the possibles. So obviously it's going to be 31/32. As Likita said, Likita answer for at most maybe, okay? So that's for at most, okay? 1/32 in a sense, at most. So what is the probability of getting at most one, at most one head, or maybe at least one tail? So for that, we can answer 1/32. For this one, 31/32. Likita, do you understand that? Joseph, Arfan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move to the next one then. Maybe one last one. Just have a look at this. Yeah. A party host gives a prize, door prize to one guest chosen at random. There are 48 women. You can't see the question again. I think the screening's frozen. Yeah. Just have a look at this. A party host gives a door prize to one of the guests, okay, and randomly. There are the 48 men and 42 women in the party. What is the probability that the prize goes to women? I hope you can see the question now, everyone. Okay. If yes, what might be the answer? Probability that the prize goes to women. So what are the total members? Total is nothing but. Anna, can you see the question? Joseph? Okay. Yeah. So total is what? Like 42 plus 48 is the total, which is 90. Very nice. So one woman will be chosen, right, out of that. So how many women are there? 42. So 42 out of 90. So that's an answer. But make sure that we are going to simplify it. So that is 6 sevens or 6 15s are. Yeah. So even 21/45 is not the completely simplified one, Joseph. So we need to simplify it once more there. So we'll get the answer as 7/18. So if the same question is asked like, what is the probability that the prize goes to man? What might be your answer? What is the probability?
48/90.
90, that's it. So which is simplified to 8/15. That's it, guys. That's it of today's webinar. Anybody has any questions? So these are the basics of probability. Going forward, you're going to learn the combinations and permutations. So these are just basics. Anybody has any questions? Arfan, Likita, Anna?
No, sir.
Okay. So I have
No, sir.
okay. So I have a few questions to try quickly. So please try it out if you want to. Just go ahead. Sam scored, I hope you can see the question now. Sam scored the following grades in his end of year exams, okay? Subject wise, grade wise is given. What is the mean of this grade? His grade. Okay. Okay, now Joseph answered, okay. So 60%. Is that correct? Let me have a look. I don't have an answers for this. 70, 39, 81. Okay. 60%, yeah. 60, yeah, 60 is correct, but make sure that you're writing the answer as a percentages. Here, because the question is given in percentages, the unit, okay? Okay. The next question, guys. Okay, just have a look at this. What is the mean of the squares? What is the mean of the squares of the first 10 natural numbers? What do you mean by natural numbers? Anybody?
1, 2, 3.
It
4.
starts from 1, right? The natural numbers are the counting numbers, which starts from 1.
Yes,
So
sir.
what are the first 10 natural numbers? Obviously, it's from 1. Okay,
1 to 10.
infinity. Yeah, 1 to 10. And find the mean of the squares. So can you please tell me? Okay, 3. What do you mean by 3, Likita? I didn't get you. So find the squares of each natural number. So 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, like that. Okay. What is the next one? 36, 49, 64, 81, 100. Okay. We need to find the mean of these numbers. I hope you got the question, Likita. You understand? Yep. Yes, Sana, you're right. So we need to find the mean of the square numbers. I mean, which is nothing but a natural numbers up to 10. That's it. Please go ahead and add all these numbers and divide by 10. You will get the answer. Okay, it will take time. So let's move to the next question. Okay. Joseph, you got that? Likita, Arfan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. Okay. Anna answered randomly. Joseph answered exact number. I need to check that, Joseph. It might be correct. Okay. I don't have an answer for that. So I hope you did the same. You added all the numbers and you divided by 10, right? So maybe 38.4 is correct answer. Okay. Okay. For this question, Anna started with the mode. Okay. Mode is 13. A median. Anyway, no need to find mean. Okay, so because you guys know how to do that. So please tell me what is median and range. Oh, mean already said. Okay, the 15 is a mean. Okay, yes, it is correct. It is correct, Joseph. Very good. So what is the range, Likita? What is the range of this list? Okay.
21 minus 13.
Yeah, 21 minus 13. That would be 8. So what about median? Okay, for that we need to write it in ascending order, isn't it? Okay. 14, we have a 2 14s, I think. And 116 and 118 and 121. Okay. So the mean would be 40. I mean, the median would be 40. Yep. I think I have one last question. Yeah, one last question. Okay, it might take some time to answer, but have a look at this question. You might get the question in this way as well. The graph below shows the types of shapes: 4 triangles, 5 squares, and 7, what is that, circles. Find the probability that, I mean, if it's selected randomly, object not a circle. What is the probability of selecting the subject is not a circle? So how many are total? The first thing.
16 is total.
16 is total. Very good. So 16 is total. So what is the probability?
9 out of 16.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay. 9 out of 16. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
I think 10 or 9. I need to check it.
9. There's 4
7,
triangles
okay.
and 5 squares.
Yes, you're right. So what is the objects? What is the probability where the objects is a
4 of
triangle,
16.
which is 1 by 4, isn't it? Okay. What is the probability that the objects are not a triangle? So except 4, you're going to pick the remaining, isn't it? The probability that is not a triangle. So we have a total of 16. So out of that, 4 are triangles. So except 4, we are going to pick remaining, which is 12 over 16. Yes, Joseph, but make sure that we are going to write it in a simplest form. Yes, Sana, you're right. And the fourth one, not a square. What is the probability which is not a square? Again, it is 5. So 11 over 16. Likita, are you able to follow that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is the probability where the object's a circle? Circle, I think someone
7
answered.
out of 16.
7 out of 16. Anna, Joseph, I think even Arfan answered that. Very nice. So the final question,
5
guys.
out of 16.
Okay, so square, 5 out of 16. Okay, we might expect all these questions, but these are the simple questions anyway. But going forward in class 9, you're going to learn. You will start, you might start the permutations and combinations. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Please take care. Have a nice day. Hopefully see you in the next webinar. Thank you, guys.